And here we are, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Tai Chi For You. My name's Ron Allen, and I am a certified Tai Chi and Qigong instructor here in the Blackstone Valley. And this show really is about you, just to improve your health, your memory, muscle growth, everything. There's so many benefits to Tai Chi. I was going to bring a few books with me tonight just to, not that I don't want you to not believe me what I'm saying, but I was just, having a lot of proof. There's a lot of research out there, a lot of books written on the benefits of Tai Chi. There's the Harvard Medical School one that I use quite a bit as a guide, as a reference, that was written actually by one of the professors there who is a Tai Chi instructor as well. So I guess long story short, he was bragging about all the great things Tai Chi does, and they must have ganged up on him in the teacher's lounge and just, hey, you can't be making this stuff up. This is Harvard. We got to prove it. So I guess they did, and he was right. So again, the Tai Chi, it's more of don't think of it as a competition. The competition is with yourself. All you want to do is just be better than you were before. Okay, we're not here to learn how to beat people up. Okay, in other words, we're not here to have a no pain, no gain. That saying does not apply to Tai Chi. I go over a lot of the basics. So we talk about the basics, and I always tell you that the masters master the basics. So let's get into it right away, where we start off with our warm-ups. So again, everybody, I always say this too at the beginning, listen to your body, listen to your doctors. If they don't want you to do a neck roll or do anything because of a certain condition that you have, then either get a hold of me, we can modify it, or I can show you some different modifications as we go through the warm-ups and then as we go through the actual form. So let's begin. If you want to grab a chair, or if you have a table or something, and we're using it just as a tool, okay? There's nothing wrong with having it here for balance, because we are improving our balance every time. Stay consistent. So just know it's there, all right? We're not gripping it. We're not using it as really a life support. But it's just there if we need it. And we just gently, front to back. The other rule is called a 70-30 rule. You just want to be able to just use 70, 80%, whatever. The different moves are a little bit more involved, where you might go a little bit further. But again, we're just warming up, and then just try a few of these, just tap to tap. Just bring the leg across, and if you want to get to the point where you can try it balanced, but the chair is going to be there. Switch over to the other side. So we're doing the leg opposite the chair. I find this is the best way, and it's just a nice easy front to back, and then just some tap to taps. Same idea, just bring it across to the back. If you want to try it without, the other thing you could do is imagine that the chair's there, or what they talk about is imagine roots coming out of the palm, or you're holding on to a cane, and you're visualizing that connection to the earth for balance, okay? Very good. All right, just shake that out a little bit. And I'm just going to go back over to this side, might show a little bit better. Good. Okay, now let's do the one we call ringing the temple bell. And what this one is, it's a nice, basically a full body warm-up. We got to remember to breathe. Rule number 1, nobody falls. Rule number 2, remember to breathe. And this is sort of mostly working the core. That's what we're kind of turning off of. But if you notice, the shoulders are down, the shoulders are relaxed, elbows are relaxed. Remember to breathe. And again, if you want to visualize, this is the ringing the temple bell. You can do a little slapping, tapping, waking up the chi, or waking up the energy, getting the blood moving. Whatever term you want to use, don't get hung up on the definition of words, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's listening to your body, okay? Another variation to this one, if you want, you can go up onto the ball of the foot. If you can see it, I'll go over to this camera. And I'm just lifting up, turning. And it's more like centrifugal force. I'm not twisting up higher. So we'll just get 3. Nice breath in, 2, 1. Good. All right, shake that out a little bit. Let's go into the wrist roll. And again, I've said this before, if it's done by, I've seen golfers do this, some other sports, baseball. So do they know Tai Chi? They might, but it's just a nice basic warm-up, and we just reverse directions. So I'll show you how to do that one again. Don't overthink it. What helps is take a breath in, bring the arms up, and then exhale and reverse. So bring the arms up, exhale and reverse. Good. All right, just shake that out a little bit. All right, now we're going to do what's sort of called a head to toe warm up, where again, it's a good 70% of a turn. And there's some clicks and cracks going on. But just be aware, feel how it feels, just side to side. And then a couple of up and downs, bring the chin in. And you can expand out like that, get a nice breath in. And I'm going to talk about the breath too a little bit. I know we've talked in the past. There's a few more tips I can give you. Good. And how about some nice shoulder rolls? Again, don't overdo it. Nice and easy. Tai Chi is many things. One of the things it's called is a soft or an internal martial art. And originally it was designed as a form of defense or fighting. All right, let's try it in reverse directions. Whichever way you were, just go opposite. Good. And then it sort of evolved into more, well, there's a medical aspect, help improve your overall health, your balance, your muscle tone. There is that, I guess, that traditional Chinese medicine part of Tai Chi as well. But what we want to do is talk maybe a little bit deeper to the philosophy of Tai Chi. And that's where you become a lifelong student of it. And you go in deeper with each move. You find a deeper meaning to it. Okay? And we won't go too much. We're not going to turn this into philosophy, but we're going to have fun tonight. So we did the shoulder rolls. Let's do some slow motion hula hoops. Get the hips moving. So again, this is to the side, to the front, to the side, to the back. And then we're just going to reverse that direction. Bring it around. 3, 2, 1. Good. Then we're going to go into the knees. Place the hands gently above the knees. Again, you don't want to put a lot of pressure there. And we're just going to roll, just go in one direction. Bring them around. Keep the hands just a little bit above the knee. We talked a lot. I got a lot of good response last week's program where we talked about some acupressure points. So this is one, I've said it in the past, and I don't think I mentioned it last week, but I'll show you it. So, and again, listen to your body with this one. My knees need a little bit extra. So this is sort of lubricating all that area right around there nicely. So I'll spend a little extra time on this when I'm doing my own personal exercising and training. Now, here's a point right here. You measure, and this is how they measure back then, the width of your 3 fingers. Okay? Find the kneecap. And just below it, on the 3rd finger, right there, is a point that you could rub. It's called the 3-mile point. And the reason it got that name was when they had to move from village to village, a lot of walking going on back then. And they would get tired, they'd stop, and they'd massage this point right here. And then they were able to continue another 3 miles on their journey. So that's the story behind that point right there. And try it for yourself, because again, I could tell you all these things unless you try it. Just like when we did the pressure points last week. If you guys have been doing them once a day or more for the last week, I guarantee that you feel a difference. And maybe we'll have time, I'll go over those real quick with you. It's just a great way to help increase memory, get rid of brain fog, all that. So again, just some great things you could do for yourself. And again, learn it, pass it along, maybe do it to others. I talked about the different therapies that are out there, the massage therapists, that if you ever have gotten a professional massage, I'm sure they've worked on the temple. And it feels nice, but it's really doing a lot. It's opening up the energy channels. It's opening up, if you just want to get basic, the inside, the fascia, the blood, all that flowing. It's opening up, draining the sinuses. So we talked about the physical body, and then we talk about the energetic body. And then we have the 2 minds, the conscious and the subconscious. So we're always working, and again, you get to, I'm talking that philosophy part, where you get in a little bit deeper, and those are the areas that you're able to recognize, and you start to feel that energy. We talked about feeling the energy and making an energy ball. So, we did the knees. Now let's do an ankle roll. Very easy. Again, we're using our chair for support, and we just kind of just roll around, nice and easy, and go in the opposite direction. Good. There's no X to stand on here, so he's doing a great job with the camera tonight. And just a few in the other direction. Good. All right, just shake those out a little bit. All right. Let's go into some of the basics we talked about were shifting the weight with the 70-30 rule. So I'm shifting that weight. And again, if you want to visualize, maybe I'll do it with this camera just so you can see a little bit better. So I'm just shifting that weight side to side. Shifting the weight. Again, that's 70-30. You can use a visualization of maybe if you were like a vessel holding water, and we're pouring the water down into this side of the leg. And then it comes out, fills up to this side. And this is a very basic, one of the first classes I ever took. Okay, show me something else. It was again, and again, and again. And I understand the point now of repetitive and that muscle memory. Sort of the the wax on, wax off move that you see in the movies, or the other one I saw, it was a Jackie Chan where he had the kid come in. He's like, take your coat off, hang it up. Now take it off the hanger, put it on the floor. Now pick it up off the floor. Now hang it up. So what he was teaching him was to duck, to block, all that. And again, he got it so it was muscle memory. So when he had him to the point of training, it was natural for him to throw a block or to drop or to come up on all that. It was just very natural for him. So we're going to build on this. We're going to shift that weight. Now we're going to turn the body. And again, it's a core sort of a turn. Shift that weight. Turn the body. Shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are down. And if you want to bring them back just a little bit, I'm not opening up the chest. I'm just nice and easy. Just 3, 2. And again, once you get it and you're not overthinking it, another definition of Tai Chi is moving meditation. So you can really get into that next level, that philosophy part, that going inward, just doing those 2 basic exercises. The other one we talked about was the holding the ball. So there's a lot of visualization with Tai Chi. Visualize we're holding that ball. Firm, but nothing too tight. Wrists are relaxed. Again, shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are down. So there it is. Now, as this top hand starts to go down, the bottom hand is going to start to come up. When they separate, then they flip. So it's hand down, hand up. Get ready to flip. Hand down, hand up. If you want to come make up this word I made up, ka-ching. So we're shifting that weight, turning the body. Shifting, turning. And this is, I can't really say it any simpler. If you can master this, all the moves are just a combination of this. All you have is a left foot, a right foot, a left hand, and a right hand. So whatever the combination is, heavy foot, here's the light foot. Stepping out, hand down, hand up. You'll get it. Stay with me. Stay with me. Okay. Let's review the 24 form. We won't get all the way through. The goal is to get to show you all 24 forms. But we're just going to eat an elephant one bite at a time. Don't get overwhelmed. We start off in mountain. With this pose right here is the energetic part. You want to have some connection with the feet, either just touching like that, or they can be full on all the way together. The other connection is the tongue on the roof of the mouth. And now you want to get into what's called the 5 bows. And what this is, here's the first bow. It's just the roundness, just that opening. We're not staying military or whatever. So open, open. Then both knees are slightly bent. So there's your 3, 4. The 5th bow is going to be along the spine. And it's a little bit trickier to explain or to feel, similar to what we call a pelvic tilt, but it's not really. Visualize a string coming out of the crown, and it's elongating the spine. It's pulling up as the other half of the string is tied, is anchored down into the base, and it's dropping it down. So if you want to visualize, maybe there's I'll get my stool over here, and I'm just trying to sit on that stool just enough, but I'm feeling that elongating of the spine. And right here, it's called the Wu Ji, or mountain, and we just settle in right here. And we take another breath in, breath out, nice and relaxed. Now we get ready. The instructor will say, Tai Chi, begin. We make the right foot the heavy foot. So we can load up, get grounded. That's nice and sturdy. Come up. So we can step out with the left. And now we can adjust into what's called horse stance. Again, knees are slightly bent, like you were riding a horse. Good. Then we go into what's called opening move, and that's where the arms just float up, and then they're going to float in, and then they float down. So practice this one. It's up, and remember that 70-30 rule. I want you to see it maybe from a side angle. So I'm bringing the arm, or it's called pulling water. Again, visualize. The power center right here in the palm is what's pulling up that energy. And then we bring it in. And then we push it back down. So it's up. And again, I'm out about 70%. I'm not locked the elbows. So it's coming up. And then I'm coming in. And then I'm pushing that energy down. Good. Then from here, this one's called hold the ball right hand high. Right hand is high, left hand is tucked right here to the side. Right foot's the heavy foot. We step in, and then we step out to the side a little bit, drop the heel first. Now the weight shift is starting to happen. Remember, there's always going to be a heavy foot, light foot, and the transition, and as that is happening, where you always have a hand up, hand down, they start to switch, and they come out, again, the 70%. And this one's called parting the horse's mane. If that's the visualization, or throwing the frisbee, why not? So hold the ball from the horse stance, half step in, stepping out with the heel, shift the weight, drop the hand, bring it up and out, throw the frisbee. Now the other part to this is just rocking back. We're always doing that yin and yang where we're heavy foot, light foot. So we come back. Now the light foot can 45-degree outward. The weight shift is going to happen back onto the front foot. Something's got to give, so I'm twisting down. As I'm twisting, the hands come around. I do my half step in, and now I'm magically holding the ball left hand high. And then I can step out with that right foot, because that's the light foot now. Place it, starting putting the weight, make it the heavy foot. Start dropping the hand, bringing the bottom one up. And there's the throw the frisbee, or parting the horse's mane on this side. Then we rock back. We 45. Shift the weight to the front foot. Stepping up. Stepping out. Hand down, hand up. And we just come out straight. Good. That was a lot to show you. I'm glad you could follow along with that. But I don't want you to get, again, the competition, the idea is that you're just trying to do it a little bit better than you were last time. And it doesn't necessarily have to be in Tai Chi. If you're practicing whatever it is, you're younger, you're in school, you're learning how to draw, how to write, just do it a little bit better than you did last time. And again, these are the simple things in life, just to get life lessons in as well. So, and another lesson is stay hydrated. So, to have something with you when you're doing any type of working out or even just your mind. You need to, I don't know what the percentage is, how much of our body is fluid. It's a high number, so you want to stay hydrated. Otherwise, it's going to start drawing it from other parts. It's amazing how the body works. It's designed to really heal itself, but we got to give it the right tools, the right things to work with. So we give it, healthy food and clean water and get out and breathe and exercise and all that. So I wanted to talk a little bit. I'll show you a quick breath exercise. And we've done this before. We put the hand up here and the hand down here. And just take a few breaths. And if you notice, we mostly do shallow breathing. We just kind of fill in up like this. But we want to use the diaphragm muscle. Take a nice breath in. And feel that expansion, not just out, but feel the whole bell. It's the big muscle, the diaphragm. It builds out. And then we exhale. And push it in. So now you can squeeze it in. Now take the breath in from the upper. Exhale and relax it all. The other little tip you could do to kind of increase the capacity in the lungs is purge the lips. And I don't know if it's trumpet or whatever, but you want to kind of just breathe in. And don't worry about what's happening here with the diaphragm. Just take a breath in through the nose, and then, or if you were blowing up a balloon, you want that sensation, that little resistance of the lips being not tight, but just enough. And that'll help increase and build stamina and build a better, more lung capacity, is I guess the word I'm looking for. And just to go over briefly, last week we talked about the points right up here on the head. Gently, again, energy is everything. We're energy. The tips of the fingers right here. And again, they measure from the eyebrow, the width of the finger. So that's how far up you want to go. And it's just lightly. This is a light touch on this particular one. And if you have to break contact to go back and just lightly, and you'll know it, and just hold it. And if you can get up to a minute or more, that's great, but make that your goal. And then the other one is you can go out further to the temples. And again, you'll feel that little divot. And again, not a lot of pressure, but maybe a little bit more. And this one you can actually do a little circular massaging as well. And these are great way to just get that energy flowing. Another one for the sinuses is the bridge of the nose. And again, you'll find that little noogie, whatever technical term. And you could actually even just rest and use the weight of the head to drop in. And that's the pressure, about the amount of pressure you want to use on that one. And these are all to be held a minute or longer if you want to build up to it. The other one is you want to open up where the ribs are, in between the ribs. And again, you don't have to turn it into a massage. You're just placing it there using the intention of having that energy open up and drop down from the head all the way. Just open up and again, it's going to help with the sinuses, the physical body as well as the energetic body. So just the whole idea of bringing the idea that the energy, dropping it down from the brain down into the feet. And we say grounded, where we actually are. We're grounding that whole idea, because the idea is if the mind's always thinking, it's so busy. And again, I just want to get this across. I wrote it down. So we want to experience things at a higher level. So if we can let the brain go and let it drop down in and connect, and it just opens you up to more possibilities, I guess. And this is where I'm talking about the meditative part of it. So we're just allowing the mind to relax and to drop down and to clear. And then we're able to do some of our meditation. So some of the other thing we talked about was the hug the tree meditation move. With this one, and again, I'm showing you these moves, but standing up. But a lot of these moves can be done in the chair if that's your situation at the present time or whatever. You could do the tap, okay? You could do everything sitting down that we talked about. The rolling of the neck. You could do the hula hoop in the chair. You could just sit on the edge of the chair and get more of the legs, the knees going. So all these warm-ups. Again, I'm sure if you've gone to physical therapy or just had a doctor, and when you're there, talk to them. Tell them about your back stiff or your knees are bugging you. And they might have a few tips. I actually had a few people come in that their doctor recommended they find a Tai Chi class. So, again, all the benefits of Tai Chi. I'll put a note in here. I'll remember to bring some of the books, and we can talk about what the benefits that the Harvard Medical School, that these other schools, that all these studies that are out there that have proven the benefits of Tai Chi. So, why don't we finish up? Let's do that Qigong move that we talked about, where we start out. Give myself a little room here. We start out with the hands, palms facing down, and we bring the energy up. Palms are together, and dropping it down. So there's one. And then we bring the energy up to the heart, and down. And we bring it up, and then we give it away. And then we just reload and down. So let's bring the arms up. Nice breath in. Practice that breathing. Up and give it away. In and down. Last one, bring it up. Palms. And again, think of a French press, pushing that energy down through the body, goes anywhere it's needed. And think of this as a nice little second rinse. Now we're going to take that energy and we're going to visualize, we're going to wrap it around us. We're putting a nice big protective bubble or an energy suit or whatever you can visualize that helps you out to see how it worked. Good. So that was the Qigong part, where it's 3 moves done 3 times. All right. So I don't know, we're going to keep going, or how are we doing in there? Okay. All right. Why don't we go with the energy ball? We're going to send this out. Make our energy ball. Rub our hands together. We're going to take 2 fingers and the palm. And this is where we circle around in. Right? And then when you're ready, it's reversed. And now you might start to feel something happen. Place the palms facing each other. And just have fun with this. Just kind of play with it. Maybe that shearing or that up and down might give you the sensation of something's there. And you just pack it in. We're making that chi ball right now. You don't want to lose that feeling, but you want to try to separate it and then try to just push them in. So a lot of visualization. Visualize it as a golden white light. That's the one that we use for more of a healing. Now we set our intention of where you want it to go. And we just take it and we send it. Excellent. Bring it back in. Reload and down. Good. And I know that when I've done the show a few times here, other formats with Harry, and then we did one with the Northbridge Senior Center where I came on with them. And these are things that we've developed at the Northbridge Senior Center. Actually, oh boy, with everything that's going on, who knows? But the live class there is really something to take if you have a chance. And again, once they open up, they have so many things that they offer there. You really have a jewel here in Northbridge. The building itself, the staff, and really everything that they offer there. So get a chance once we get back up and running here, we can be at 100%, and you can come out and visit us, take a class there at the Northbridge Senior Center. In the meantime, I know they're watching me, so it's a nice thing to keep up, this Tai Chi. So until next week, remember the name of the show is Tai Chi For You, and I'll see you guys next week. Very good.